Hello everyone, this is Tom Novak from Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors. This is part 2, you know why? Because this peat moss by itself, whoosh, out of the pot. So, what did I do to solve the problem? I mixed up some of the substrate with rocks and everything. So now I'm going to take the water Sprite, put it in, because I got two over here. I'm going to try to put them together to make like a twin trunk. You know, sometimes when you try to do something, it goofs up. So what are you going to do? So this is a substrate that's very heavy. And that's what I need to keep these plastic pots from floating. I wish I had some clay pots because that would have been better. But then the peat moss would have floated out. So you got to remember to put something heavy on the top to keep this from floating out. Now it didn't do it with the other pots, but with these little plastic pots, for some reason, they're very buoyant. So I got to really put something in there to keep them how would you say, situated. So, part 2, what are you going to do? Hey, that's life. Yes, today is still January 10th of 2025. It's Friday. It's still 29 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 2 degrees Celsius. And it's now 3:37, so what are you gonna do? You make a mistake. Hey, when this thing floated all over the place, this is, whoops, what happened here? I thought they'd shrink, because in the other pots, everything went down real nice. So I don't know, these pots must be very buoyant. So I'm going to have to really think next time when I get these pots again and how to float them. Because see, right now, you can see that it doesn't float. I don't know if you can see it in there. Come on, Mr. Elephant, let's give her some water. This way here, people can see if it floats or not. And right now, it is not floating. It is staying up. So, I'll have to give you a top view. Here it is. And it's floating. It's not floating. It's staying down. So that's good. So, hey, happens to the best of us. We goof up, we goof up. Hey, I don't know why it worked in the other pots. Maybe because they're heavy too. And it keeps all the peat moss in there. And plus, I put a lot of rocks on there, too, because, you know, where the plate goes. So the rest of this stuff's going to go in the tank after it clears out. And I'll put some in another tank and see if I can get some more to sprout. And when I get these other pots, I'm going to really get the aquarium substrate and stick it in there with the peat moss. Either that or I'm going to get a bigger pot and put it in there. I'm going to have to see if I can get a bigger, some clay pots or something to weigh it down. So, it's still Friday night. What are you going to do? It's time for tea.